Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to our Battletech Advanced 3062 Irby Derby campaign. And today we're doing something a little bit different. So this Urban Mech R90 was one of the first ones that we refit and really made usable with some clan technology we picked up from an earlier clan-based defense mission. The first one on the channel, actually, where, well, in this campaign we fought the clans. And we're decommissioning. The reason we're decommissioning is because right now, well, our company needs to progress onto higher skull missions, better payouts, better mechs, better equipment, all that sort of stuff, and to have all these nice components shoved into an urban mech when I have a brand shiny new Ostroc available, one that already has double heat sinks but just needs a little bit of improvements, a little bit of improved technology to really become a really effective design. We can't afford to leave everything on this UMR90, so, well, unfortunately it gets the axe. So we're going to be dropping this to storage, which automatically unequips all of its parts, and bring this Ostroc 2D up. And doing a little bit of a refit. So first thing you'll notice, nowhere near maximum armor. It's a sacrifice that's, I mean, this thing was a pain to get through on our last mission. I wasn't really able to get through its armor very well, but it has so much more capability for that. 200 on the CT, 140 on the torsos, 100 on the arms. Could be truly terrifying to have to go up against. It's just that without a little bit of better tech, it's very hard to do that. So we get a free extra ton, pretty much, from ferrofibrous. We're going to go to our internals and put in Clan XL at great cost, 1.252 million C-bills. This does scale with mech tonnage, it appears, so it is cheaper to put it on here than it is on the Marauder. As much as I do want it on the Marauder, you know, this is something I think that will be way more helpful in the short term. Now we can maximize our armor and still have 4.5 tons left over. So, what do we do with those? Well, we have 2 medium lasers on here, and I want 2 ER medium clan lasers on here, so let's do that. The 2 ER larges, I wish we could put these in the arms instead of the torsos, but I don't think that we can. We could improve the SRM4 to an SRM6, and I think we should do that. I do have one SRM6 in storage. Let's go ahead and make that switch. Additional ton, we're also building a little bit more heat. You know what? If I have it, and I think I do, let's go into the cockpit. Yep, last Artemis 4. So I can throw in some Artemis 4 ammunition here. I don't want that in the core, that's a good way to die. We're going to put it in a leg. Not usually what you want to do, you usually want a torso with the heavier armor, but the leg has more armor than the arm, and you know, if this thing, arms get exposed way too often, way too easy, to make that really a good choice. So now we're going to come over here to our equipment and pop in a supercharger. That should make our walk go from 5 to 8. I'm not sold on that. The heat is going to be more difficult to manage. Not unmanageable, but more difficult. And 8 on the walk versus 8 on the sprint. I mean, we could just do 8 on the sprint, not care. And that takes up tonnage. Only 1, yeah, but the benefit there I think is marginal. We'd have a little bit better accuracy, basically, a little bit less heat generation from the walking, but more from fire. So not worth it, I think. The exchanger double plus would actually not be tonnage efficient unless you're firing at, I believe, 120 or more on the Alpha Strike, so nothing worth doing there. You know what we could do? We could put in Guardian ECM and CT, take off the Pharaoh, and put on stealth armor. Because that's something I want. Generates what? +3 heat per turn. Now we're running a little hot. Hotter than I'd like. Of course, this is excellent survivability, but I'm not sure that's worth it. Okay, well, what other weapon slots do I have? Only support, so let's see what we would put on there. In the support screen, we do have the Coil. Ooh. We could make this guy into a Coil carrier. Is that useful or just entertaining? There is a difference. Okay, so heat is changed based on evasion. Base heat multiplied by number of evasion pips to the power of 0.8. Well, moving 8 on the sprints, I should be able to get up to about, I believe, 6. So that would be 6 to... Hold on. Multiplied by... So 6 to the 0.8 would be... Oh jeez, this is not a very effective calculator. 6 to the 0.8, about 4 times... What is that? 0.8 heat. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. 3 evasion pips are ignored. This would be a lot of damage in one shot. Certainly a lot more than the ER larges are going to give us, but we're trading off that accuracy. Let's do this. Let's rip both of those off. Let's put the coil... Oh, come on. Can't move that over here, so let's move that over to that side. Put the coil on the left torso where it will fit, and we have 3 tons left. And what we're going to do with those tons is this. Move that heatsink, please. Good. Get an ER medium here. Actually, the medium pulses are too much tonnage. There's 2 tons a piece. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it a mid-range build that's an alternative to the coil. So all of this heat won't come in at once, basically. If we take a look, let me just make sure I'm good on that. 1734 plus 30, so that is 64. Plus 14 is 78. So 78 from everything but the coil. We should be able to sink that just fine. If we fire the coil, we'll probably fire just the coil. So we're fine with that. Still have 1.5 tons left. So we can put in another double heatsink if we have the space, which we should. It's in the arm. I would prefer it not to be in the arm, but let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's get that there. I just want this to look organized. Yeah, okay. So we've maximized our armor. We've put on stealth armor as well. We have a functional alpha strike without the coil. We have the coil as well. We're moving at 5.8, so we should have a fair number of evasion pips on here. Nothing crazy, but doable. 18 days, 1.35 million C-bills is a bit much, but I don't think there's anything I can really do about that, and I think this is a good build. I think it's better than the base build that had not nearly enough armor. And what we'll do is, if the coil doesn't work out, we just rip it off, throw back on one of those large lasers or a binary laser, something like that, and call it a day. So, yeah, let's get this guy in the field. Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you again real soon.